afternoon, traders. This is Pips, and today I'm going to be doing my weekly technical breakdown. I'm going to be breaking down the stocks, crypto, Forex, and some commodities today. And we're going to get started by looking at major markets, and then we're going to get into the individual stocks. So I'm going to get started by looking at the S&P, NASDAQ, and those indices. I'm going to pull this up, show y'all my notes that I've been marking up. It's currently Sunday, June 30th, 2024, 4:50 p.m. Eastern China time. Everything is done in real time, and I'm just going to be breaking this down. So I looked at this earlier. I noticed that the S&P is still in a bull market, but it's in danger, possible temporary pullback. There's no trading, so I'm sitting out. What made me not want to go long was Friday's bull rally failed. So whatever happened on Friday, it looked promising. Looked like they were reaching new highs, yearly highs, all-time highs, but it failed. And we do have some cautionary measures to take. So I'm going to be staying out of this. It doesn't look the cleanest, and that's about it for S&P. We're going to have to just follow up. Is it in a bear market? Not yet, but we are experiencing some potential temporary corrections. Let's go into gold. Trying to make this video as short as possible, but get as much information. See my notes right here. Gold is in some chop. It's struggling to go up and down, and so we're congested in a range. See that there were some lows made Friday June 7th, so earlier this month. It's just been chopping around. Buyers and sellers are struggling, so no trading for that. 5-minute charts, intraday trading, it's okay, but for the daily and the longer term, sitting that out. Get into the next one. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin. So you see my notes, it's bearish, still complex, so I'm going to sit out. We have entered a current temporary bear market. Not sure how long it is. We are in a longer term range, and disregard this right here. This was taken during a day trade. Trading for Bitcoin on the 5-minute. Look at the longer term. You can all see that it is still bullish. And there's a possibility of a breakout of this range. Maybe we start bottoming out. See that there are some lows around 56,000. But until that low is tested, we may encounter some more selling. Only reason why I'm staying out is we have some complexities in the pullback, and it looks like price is rejecting some lows already. So I'm staying out of this. I don't want to short Bitcoin, but nor am I interested in buying it right now. So leave that one alone. Take a look at our next pair. So this is going to be going much faster. All right, let's get into the next one. Let's take a look at Apple and Tesla. So these are stocks now. I was taking a look at these. Apple, there's no trading. I normally like to go long on stocks. We did have a nice bull rally earlier in June. See this right here. June 11th, there was a nice bull rally, but it was cut short. It was an attempt to go on up right around June 17th, and it failed. As of right now, I'm not going to short it, but we are in a temporary correction. And when that happens, I like to just stay out. And that's just it for Apple. Told y'all this is going to be quick. Tesla is interesting though. Looks kind of bullish. It's a little northbound. Once again, I'm sitting that out. It was on my watch list, but I don't like the way Friday closed. Take a look at the US dollar index. So interesting here, because this is the US dollar index, and this would help determine the strength of the actual currency. And the dollar has been strong all month. We have been on a bullish trend, but it's been a sketchy, suspect one, in the terms that, like, we have little waves coming up, followed by pullbacks that are matching it, followed by little waves, pullbacks. And we recently had a false trigger on Friday. So I know some of y'all like to blame fundamentals in the economics, presidential debates, whatever. Me, I look at pure price action. And of course, I do look at fundamentals if it's a black swan event. But other than that, you know, CPIs or GDP, interest rates, NFP, those are what I look at when it comes to fundamentals. But we don't have any of that. And we had a false trigger north. What that's telling me is that we're going to sit this one out. And I don't want to trade this one either. So it's bullish, but it's in a kind of a gray area. What am I going to trade? It's interesting. Everything that I've been looking at on my watch list has been pretty choppy. So what do I do instead is I go to FinViz. That's a stock screener, and it does the screening for me. Lastly, before I go on to that, I'd like to just show y'all NZDJPY. But this was bullish, and it was on my watch list last week. I didn't trade it, and that's because we had a kind of a weak up wave coming on out, breaking out of this multi-day range. See, it started late May, and we had a little breakout followed by a deep pullback, and price did end up breaking north. So if you did take that trade, cool. If you're long NZDJPY, cool. You're going to receive interest on buys. But for me, I'm not in this trade yet, but this is my projection. If I were to be in it, you'll see that the reward is not as favorable for me to take a risk, but it is about a 1.45R reward if I were to be in this trade. I don't know what's going to happen on Monday. It could gap up, it could gap down, giving more opportunity to get in before the rally completes. But I'm sitting this one out. I just don't like the price action on this. The wave size has just been too small, too weak. I'm going long. I like to see waves like this coming out, and this one right here. Y'all can see there's opportunity, and it's quick. My swing trades last a few days, a couple of days, could be shorter, but the rallies are fast. That's just how markets move. Moves happen quick, and then it's consolidation or pullbacks happening and a bunch of chop before the next good moves. So you got to catch the right opportunity at the right time, and if not, then yeah, you're just sitting that one out. So for me, I'm sitting out NZDJPY. It is bullish though. If y'all, those of y'all that want to go long, that's my projection, but it's not good enough for me. So now I'm going to go on to FinViz. FinViz is a stock screener where I can actually find explosive stocks, because unlike Forex and indices, individual stocks, they are their own sectors. So these companies have no relation to the overall market. Like if you're looking at NASDAQ, you're looking at the conglomerate of tech stocks. So it's okay to, it's like a combination, but it's usually being moved by the top movers, the top stocks. When you look within those indices like NASDAQ, the Russell 2000, the S&P 500, you're gonna find individual stocks though, which they move independently of the indices, if that makes sense. So that's what I like about stock trading. And it's not Forex. Forex, you kind of got to wait for the entire economy to make another catalyst in order for trends to be formed. But with stocks, you can have a scanner and a screener, and you can look at multiple different things. I'm going to show y'all that in this video, how I find some explosive gainers. All right, so this is my screener that I use. It's called FinViz, finviz.com. It's a very useful tool for those of you that are looking for movers in the stock market. There's movers, there's losers. Like I said, I don't like to short stocks, so I don't look at the ones on the right, top losers or oversold. If you are interested in selling stocks, you can, but historically stocks have a tendency to rise. So I like to stick with the overall overall fundamental bias. And so I am going to look at a few. I was already taking a look. Some of them are not favorable. like JVA. It's very bullish, as we can see on the daily. Reading price action is it's a blessing. It's a very useful skill set to have. So I'm looking at the daily on this, and it's bullish, but it's a little too late. That rally took off, and yeah, it's very late for that. So I have to wait for the next pause. This can continue going northbound, but I'm gonna leave that one alone. This is a coffee holdings company. But I was looking at RGS. So let's take a look at RGS. This one right here, there's a interesting pullback happening right now. But the wave size, it's not, how would I say? It's a little late for this one. So the trend is already taken off. And if it goes below Friday's lows, I would have to stay out of that long. And if it goes above Friday's highs, I'm also not too interested because it's telling me that this current wave size has not been as strong as the preceding one. And that's telling me that the bulls are slowing down. And like I said, it's a benefit of reading price action. I can just read the price and I can make my decision. It is a much longer term process, even getting to this mind frame, but it's something that I do and it helps. But we can go down this list and I'll let y'all know. COE had a pause, had a very strong uptrend. So we can take a look at this. And I'm doing this live with y'all. So I'll be adding things to my watch list as we're speaking. Let me move my camera. We're done with TradingView. Here we go. So, like I said, COE, we're sitting at $13.07. Close out this advertisement popping up. So yeah, very bullish, very explosive gainer. I like to use the scanner, like I said, because this must be something that recently came out with some good earnings, and we have a possibility of going up. So yeah, I'm gonna take this. If we go above Friday's highs of $14 to like $14.05, I may consider it long. Also depends on the gap that we have. But this is gonna be added to my watch list. I'm gonna put this on and I'll follow up with y'all on my Twitter page. It's gonna be located in the description box below. COE. So consumer defensive. Those of you that don't know, once again, COE. Okay, they said it's overbought, but we'll see if the overbuying continues. It's not a bad thing if it's overbought. COSM, Cosmos Health. Don't like it. I can already see by the PA on the right. It's not great. ECD, Automotive Design, same. Don't like it. JULT, don't like it. Tiny wave size moving up. Past 3 waves has been weak. Don't like to trade that. I leave it alone. JULW. Terrible. Move the screen so y'all can see. Terrible. I don't want it. It looked like it gapped up and it went straight back down and crashed back to 33s. And I'm leaving that alone. CINF, nope. Nope. Interesting. I like this one. Allied Gaming and Entertainment. So we're seeing this in real time. Like I said, everything is real. 4 o'clock p.m. 28. This is what I like to see. This is what I like to see from the movers. We have a nice up wave. It's coming from a reversal. Let me break this down little by little. We don't have any TradingView charts. Okay. So from April, it's been struggling to break down. We can see struggle. But it has been breaking down, pausing, breaking down, right? Then we have reversal. Mid-June. Price pause. We had a nice clearance to the upside. It was a little choppy though. Not a big fan of that. Then we had this huge up move right here. There's a possibility that, let's say Monday open, even on Tuesday, someday soon, we could have a breakout above 136, 140 area. We could possibly go long, maybe 50 cents, $2 range. This is just a raw projection. but I am bullish on this, and this will be added to my watch list. I'll take a look at it later. This is Allied Gaming and Entertainment. Now I'm going to be doing more scanning throughout my day. It is part of my Sunday process. I just want to let y'all know this is how I go about looking for stocks. Now, looks like all the markets are pretty trash. You can look on the right side, and you can actually see that there are a lot of them are in red. We have some in green, but the ones in green, I just looked at some and it's not that great. So I'm gonna have to continue looking at this, like Uber right there. Take a look. It's kind of like a heat map of the major stocks. Now let's wait for it to load. Here we go. So we can definitely take a look. I like Uber right now. Let's take a look at Uber. I haven't driven in an Uber in years, y'all. Not in America. Let me pull it up on my TradingView. Okay, so this is Uber on my TradingView, and no, we got a fake out indicating some chop, indicating some whipsawing, followed by another fake out. I'm not interested in Uber. Like I said, the stocks, all these markets are looking pretty dry, pretty flat, pretty choppy. I'm staying out. That's my weekly technical breakdown. If I see anything, I'll update y'all on my Twitter. But right now, I'm sitting in cash, and that's going to be my weekly technical breakdown. Fortunately, I didn't see much. Allied Gaming is the only thing that may potentially rise. Other than that, I'm going to be doing my usual day trading, and I'll update y'all on my Twitter, like I said, and that's about it. So if you have any questions, leave it down in the comment box below, or send me an email, contact me, direct message. And yeah, that's about how this weekly technical breakdown. So y'all have a wonderful week. Trade safe, and I'll be updating y'all my day trades like I normally do on the Forex and the stocks, because those move different from swings. That's why I like to day trade. I'm a very active trader, and if I don't see much on the swings, on the daily charts, on the larger time frames, I stay out and I continue to trade daily. I mean, the 1 minute charts and the 5 minutes, because contacts in those are completely different, and you find opportunities every day. Maybe not on every single pair, but most pairs you'll find opportunities as long as it's not choppy. So all this information that I just broke down, that I'm looking at right here from November to July, if I'm day trading, I can get the same type of information within a couple hours. So it's much of a faster pace, but it's the same price, the same type of price action reading. A few things are different, but that's it. Y'all have a wonderful day and trade safe. One more thing before we go, I'm going to be updating y'all with not really a motivational, but more of a advice type of video. Just gonna have some clips of my travels recently, and I'm gonna give y'all some helpful trading advice and tips on trading in life. Gonna be a few minutes long, so if you have some time, stay tuned. At the end of this video, I'm gonna be playing it right.
Experience is one of life's greatest teachers. Without experience, you don't know how something is going to turn out. When you're trading, you have to have the experience in order to level up and become consistently profitable. You can read all the books you want. You can have all the motivational quotes on your wall. You can continue to follow people and look at their own lifestyle. But it's only until you put yourself in the position to experience life itself, to experience your dreams itself, even if it's just a little bit, that external motivator right there is what's going to give you that extra push to go harder. Go harder in everything. Go harder in life. Have a stronger drive, because now you have put yourself in that position to receive that specific experience, which is a feeling and not just a thought. Feelings are what you manifested. manifest what you want on the charts, you have to get a coach. You have to get people to train you that has been through it, that can put you into the same experience that they've been in. Stop reading the same books over and over again and start focusing on these smaller parts that make the bigger picture. Have a process in trading and in life. And I promise you, everything will start to click at a much better rate. So by putting myself into experiences in life that, in other words, I would dream about, I just get up sometimes and I go for it. I do what I want to do, when I want to do, how I want to do it, and I spend my money the way I want to. So I experience a lifestyle that if I was on a budget, a super tight budget, I would only dream about that and I wouldn't know how it really felt. See, when you get to different levels, you're pushing yourself to get even further, to get even higher. You're breaking your boundaries. You are elevating. And the same thing and same habits that you perform on the charts, you should be doing off the charts, vice versa. So you also want to elevate on the charts, pushing yourself to go further. You know how it feels. You've been there. Do the same with the charts. Do the same with trading. You have to push yourself. And in order to do that, you got to have someone there that has failed and they can teach you from their experiences. In other words, don't work too hard, work smart. Find ways to shorten your learning curve because you have life to live and we don't know how long we're going to live for. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the process. I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Peace.